Terence, Bargain Barkin, Aus Indica. Ja, is all doing well. Potted Pete, doing how are you, Pete? G'day, Aus Indicas, Terence, Bargain, Terence down under, how you doing this fine morning? G'day, Pete. Cool. G'day, good morning. About to pick up some super lemonades. Good stuff. So good, legit. So yeah, this is like the heading's just a practice run. I'm gonna actually full get into it. It's just want to see how I open live would work with trying to do a topic. I had a taste of nugget and it smelled amazingly pungent. Nice, bro. Yeah, the hook's back. G'day, Hook.
Good morning. How you doing, Zaya? How are you?
Not so bad. Just finished.
That's good. I was just surfing around the tube, and your face popped up. Good. Just checking out some stuff around the world. You know, I was watching Psychedelics video. This Psychedelics video with Russell Brand. And then you popped up.
Oh, true.
Lovely Psychedelics. And it made me think of you, actually, Terence. Fucking hell.
That's good. That's good to hear. I've jumped up to show Zaya the soil that I use, but it's always good to talk about mushrooms.
Yeah.
Just
I'll be maybe back on later if you're still on, but I'll be listening. Cheers, lads. Bong on.
Have a good one, mate.
Have a good one. Hope he has a good rest of his day.
I didn't do much research on soil and stuff. So I was hoping we'll just get through it somehow. But it's more of a practice run. I want to actually get a... Oh, shit. What's going on? I want to actually...
How's your morning been so far, Zaya?
Yeah, I just finished work, so... The morning wasn't too good until I finished. But yeah, it's going pretty good now. You must have froze a bit. 1 sec.
There we go. All right, I'm here. The sound's so low. I don't know why I can't hear that well. There we go.
Yeah, I might have muted it. Not muted. 1 sec. Let's turn this volume up.
That's legit. It used to cost $4.20 at Bunnings, and then it now costs $3.80.
$3.80.
Yeah, cheap as for 25 liters.
It's blood and bone.
Nice. Sit there, actually. PTP said it looks pretty decent.
G'day, Monty's. His screen's green for me. I can't see you.
You're right, mate.
G'day, Monty.
Hey, Terence, what have we got there, mate?
Oh, that was just soil.
Soil?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah,
what are we
I
on
can show you my quail, actually, because I use my quail poo for fertilizer.
Yeah,
oh,
nice.
Yeah.
And bird shit's good.
Oh, yeah. That's only one left, though.
Yeah, only one left out of the 5.
What happened to the others?
Two died, I think.
Well, what happened was 2 were very abusive to the other birds, and they were pecking and picking them, and so I had to put them down.
Yeah.
They made a tasty meal, but all the others died of natural causes, so yeah.
Yep. You get that. You have livestock, you got
pets, though. They're great pets, though.
Oh, you got a haircut, Monty's.
Yeah.
It looks
Yeah.
suave, looking
Yeah,
very
I
good.
have to watch on the thing, so
Yeah.
I can't see your screen. I gotta check it on there.
Yep. Nice. And thanks. Little babies popping up. They're loving that sunshine. I can't wait to get down and see mine.
Get my nutrients today. Anyway, boys, I'm gonna have to hop off because otherwise I'm gonna miss my bus. So bong on,
Cheers,
guys,
Terence.
and I'll catch you next time. Good to
All
see you,
right.
guys.
Have a good day,
See you,
mate.
Monty. See you, Zaya.
Quail shit hot like chicken.
Quail tastes a little bit more gamey than chicken, but they are nice.
I think he's like talking about the fertilizer.
Oh shit! Yeah, it is hot. Yeah, sorry. Yep, hot. Fuck.
Yeah, he's only got the one there anyway, so
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to get too much to burn anything by the
Yeah.
sounds of it.
No, bench, like, depending on where it's collecting from, if it's like off the ground, worms, you get up into it pretty quickly anyway.
Oh, yeah. I just lost
I go
Oh,
out and collect pigeon shit from around the old man's cages, man. And the dirt.
Oh, yeah.
Because after a while it piles up and they just turn it to dirt. And
Yeah,
it's just the best.
this is just a practice run, but with the heading. But I want to try to get it in a bit more like professional. Get a few of us on at the start, sort of thing, straight away, and we'll all just talk about it at once.
Yep.
Because I don't know everything. And more for the fans actually pick up something.
Yep.
For the people who's actually watching.
Yep.
Have you seen From the Stash podcast?
No. Don't think so.
Search that up, and I want to try to do something similar, sort of thing.
Yep, we'll do.
So they do soil, mediums, and shit, a different topic each time, but there's 3 of them at once.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's pretty good.
I think maybe I do watch that, listen to that pod stream. Were they talking about something about Korean soil or something the other day?
I haven't actually watched them since I started doing this, but yeah, might have been. So I'll have to go back and watch them. Since I started YouTube, I haven't watched them. But I used to watch them all the time. Like every episode.
Yep.
They used to like reply to my comments and that, like when they're on live.
Yep.
But then ever since I started, I think they stopped. So I was like, I'm not even watching it.
Yep.
That was the whole point of watching it, when they're like, know you're there, sort of thing.
Yeah, when you get answered and that, like if you're on there to ask questions and stuff, you don't mind getting answered.
Yeah. CLTVs or Cannabis Lifestyle TV. Yeah, he's one of the main people out of the 3.
It's not how they got popular, though, is it?
Nah, not really, because they all had their own channels first, and then they merged and made a.
Yeah.
So I'll check it up real quick here.
Yeah. They just sit around, shoot the shit, or they'd have a specific topic.
Yeah, specific topics each time.
Yeah.
So last one was tips for shopping for grow equipment.
Yep.
I'll just share the screen, might be a bit easier. Let me know if you can see it too, because I shared last time and it didn't. Everyone's saying, what are you trying to show us?
It's come up.
Yeah, these folks. So, weed strain going for years. They must have run out of stuff here at the moment. Our steps for harvesting plants. Easiest way to grow yarn too. But down at the start, I was like just soil. Oh shit, that's live. I can't find it. But yeah, it was just about get simple topics, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that.
So yeah, just get all the emails and we'll all like start up at the start sort of thing instead of joining up slowly one by one.
Yeah, for sure. Have set times for everyone to sit on. Get it all organised. We have run a little bit haphazard. Make a trip. Fucking.
But yeah, that's sort of. If not, I'd figure something out.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, my work times have been changing each week.
Yeah, I hate that when you can't get set and you can't get a set fucking time.
Yeah.
Each
And I'm
night.
at 12 o'clock now too, so at the end of the day, it just gets hotter and hotter and worse.
Yeah.
If you start a bit earlier, it doesn't get that daylight.
Yeah. Totally. How's the girls going?
Harvested the other one, the big one.
Yep.
Other one going all right at the back there.
Nice. How much do you think you'll get off your one?
Oh, I'm not too sure at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'll grab like half of it in show you.
Yeah.
It's all crumbling up there tomorrow, sort of. I'll just leave it up. But yeah, like 7 of these ones probably.
Yep.
And like a bunch of little stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what it looks like at the moment. Now it's a bit drier. I'll just,
Yep.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yep.
No PTP. But g'day, Monty.
How are you, mate?
Yeah, I haven't seen you for a few days around.
Yeah, I've had a pretty busy weekend actually.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Did you harvest?
Yeah. I'll go down and check on them today. I just put up a tiny bit budget before of what I've got a couple of little things that I brought home with me. Yeah. Yeah.
I won't be able to say that, but everyone else can.
Yeah. That's a little bit of
that. Oh, if I go on YouTube, you might be able to.
Maybe so.
Chat.
Bit of that.
It should go up, yeah. It's be a bit late.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know whether that.
Nice. Oh, I've still got you on full screen.
Right.
But yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, nice.
What one's that?
That's Death Zombie, actually, that one.
Death Zombie. Nice.
Yeah. I was happy with it, definitely. And I was happy, like I wasn't losing much weight. I was only using probably a third of the weight, drying it out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's one. Mine losing a bit there.
Yeah. That looks like a little bit of a fluffy stain sort of thing, is it?
Yeah, it's a bit airy there. I've seen the hydro stuff. I don't know if it was just because it wasn't finished properly or... But yeah, that was like even fluffier.
Yeah. And just one of those like that.
I had a jar on the stream when I first started.
Oh, yeah.
I got the jar here, but it's empty.
I'm still, and I've got 4 empty jars around me at the moment. I'm going to take them with me to start filling up.
Go on bowling.
NBC.
Have a great one, Cronish.
Yes.
Oh.
Got fucking 4 jars of my Seabolt to fill up.
I don't know, Cronish just pulling my leg or something, but he's saying he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Does find it does something. He sent me an email. He's got an actual legit website too.
Yep. Oh, that's going all right. Once you
He
do
wants me to buy this
Bitcoin,
book called The Wealthy Barber, and he said he'll send me the receipt and he'll pay for it, sort of thing. It's raining, it's pouring.
thunder and lightning.
Thunder and lightning.
It's not far from hitting here then.
Yeah, it's only a bit cloudy, that's about it.
Yeah, it's pretty overcast and humid as out there at the moment. Okay, on.
A millionaire like Scrooge. I don't know how that is.
Yep.
In the last live, he reckons he got 800k.
Yeah.
Plus something just for the month.
Yeah.
I'm a millionaire too, PTP said.
Yeah. I'm a millionaire with happiness.
So, McDuck.
Top-head road, yep.
PTP ahoy. Says Captain Hook. Mate. So you're going to chuck all the same strains in again?
No, running the sour diesel again.
Just the sour diesel.
Yeah, I won't run that again. It hermed on me outside last year and it hermed on me again this year inside. Right at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was worried about this other plant doing.
Yep. I was thinking because I did it outdoor and it might be an indoor strain last year. That's why I did it. But no.
My plants love compost. More water required for living soil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got compost in mine. I've got compost and peat moss, I think.
Yep.
I forget, actually.
I started my own compost.
Compost, peat moss, and perlite. I mixed them up. I think it's like 33% ratio each or something.
Yep.
Hook says jokes, I'm poor. 1 sec.
Jokes on poor, yeah. Same, poor as well. Rich with life, though. Makes a difference.
I work for a living, so broke all the time.
Yep. That's it.
Rain's good, just not for the babies. We'll ride out the storm inside.
Yeah,
Straight compost. I hate buying products. Yeah, I never thought of that. Can you do that? I think I have tried that and it just like dry. I think it was drying out. Got to keep it water, keep it wet. I mean, just kept drying.
I started my own compost heat last year, compost heap last year, so I've been turning it for a year. I don't know whether it's quite long enough to really get too much out of it, because I think probably only,
1 sec.
I don't know, it'd probably be about 1/7 of the pile there that's probably turned to dirt that's usable. I can't wait though. It's going to be rich. I dump banana peels constantly on it, every veggie. Ash from the fire during winter. Yes, I'll eat it.
Best chip shop in Australia is local to me. Best chip shop. What's it?
More about banana. On the first couple of banana fertilizers I've ever tried was I seen a YouTube video with just putting banana peels in water and letting them soak for ages. And then went silly just to try it out. Went and put it on a couple of native plants, and native plants do not like potassium or phosphorus really, and burnt them to death.
Yeah, I've tried that too. Banana fertilizer.
Yep. I've seen
Just
some
putting it in
now
a
that
bottle
they're
with
boiling the
water.
peel for about 5 minutes.
Boil them.
Yeah, boil the peel for about 5 minutes and you get most of it out really quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely get into all that. I did try the banana stuff though.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I suppose I haven't tried it on plants yet, but because I've always had the Green Planet PK Spike, which is a potassium spike, the same thing that you get out of banana peels. So I've never really had to use like a made-up mixture of banana peels. So I just started throwing all the banana peels on the compost heap just to break them down into the air and put the potassium that way, extra potassium.
2 bags of horse manure and 2 bottles of worm juice. Add it to the garden. $2 each.
Yeah.
Worm juice.
Yeah, worm juice is awesome.
I'm not sure I heard of it. What is it? Just worms or?
It's actually like the liquid that they pump out and stuff. It pools at the bottom of a worm farm above the below the castings. There's a little tap on the side of a worm farm that you open up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And drains
Fine.
out.
Still going, boys?
Oh, yeah, I'll get you now.
That's the trip. Now, I'll show you what happens. When it grows branches, you probably can't see it, there's branches growing. They only grow 2, so they stop growing out. So the triform only will happen on the main stalk, not on the branches. So, for example, where are we? Let me just get this right. See that there? That's the tip. 1, 2, 3. But down there, the fucking second layer, we lose it. So it's not stable. It's Critical Web. Critical Web comes Super Saiyan. This one's Pink Lemonade. That's PTP's. I think it's Outlaw. The purple down the bottom.
Yep.
I took that one out because I knew that it was from PTP seed, and not all of them survived, and some of them turned male, so I lost it. And I wanted to keep one.
Yep.
So here's my main. This year I put in yesterday in the. I dug a hole about 1.5 meters deep, filled it with some material, and put a tree that I had aside. This is a pink Critical Web from Super Saiyan, so that'll be my main this year. Got a bit of dirt on it. Well, this came around from behind the shed, so it got bugs on it a bit, but that'll be all right. Put it here last night, and all of these, a different strain each. Now, I won't keep all these. This is just projects, bit of fun. Super Saiyan cross Critical Web again. Super Saiyan there, and I believe that there is one of PTP's also.
Or Jan. soak for 2-3 days.
So just
Yep.
fucking around with those. What else have we got? Fuck all. The wild one. There's actually seeds on this, eh? I'm just
Yep.
gonna harvest it.
Why not?
Well, I instead of run and harvest, I mean like just get something off of seeds or something.
Yeah, get the seeds for sure.
It's just a bit of a project. This one here, Critical Web, only a white variety. I'll be cutting clones of this in a few days. That'll be my clone right there. That one, because the rest of it's budding up and starting to re-veg.
Yeah.
So mind you, as you got to know, right here. So I just chuck them in the ground, right? If they grow, they grow. Alright, this whole area back here is dark. So I'm just going to keep chucking seeds behind here. Right?
Yep.
And eventually if one takes and likes the area, it might be good, you know? Just to fuck around and have my own little, like, fucking string garden.
Yeah, for sure.
All of these seeds, most of them just chucked. Them ones there, just chuck them there.
Yep.
Fuck, I love growing cannabis. It's so good.
You give us a look at some of your soil level.
God gave this to us, and you know, he said, "Go forth and cultivate." Isn't that what he said? Go forth and cultivate, or something like that.
No, I think that was George Washington said that. I'm pretty sure one of them did. George Washington or Abraham Lincoln. It was one of the two. Have you got any soil around there, Zane? Showing?
Oh, I'll put those things in.
Oh, okay, Jack.
He's on mute. I'm watching this here, so because I can't say his as part of growing. He's a that's a bit slow. Not exactly on time.
You just using your backyard dirt, Hawk, or you got bringing in some special dirt?
Yeah, no. What I do is, with my mains, usually I'll dig a hole and fill the hole and use basically treat the ground like a pot. Put all my shit in there, and yeah. So I will usually for my main plants I'll give a bit of a feed, you know, because I'm a bit lazy. Well, when I say feed, I mean soil. So I'll give it enough good soil to at least feed itself for a while. So I don't have to do that, but not. It's top soil, but not. I'm not as into it as you guys. I just fucking.
That looks nice, eh?
I plant my weed in it. Last year, I grew a plant in gravel. Nothing but gravel.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the gravel that I grew it in was under a shed for 30 years. So I moved a shed, and there's how you got gravel in the bottom of the shed, right? I just dug a hole and put it in there, and I got a quarter of a pound of it, of just water growing in gravel. And I said, I'm not going to smoke this garbage. Shit. But it ended up actually growing into buds. It's like, we can't not smoke it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Just growing in gravel with no nutrients or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So, big
I just
yield.
used, I never bought any special soil into my ground like the garden, outdoor garden.
Just buddings maybe sometimes.
Yeah, I've
Bit of
just
this.
added compost with as you put each planting, yeah, a little bit of compost and stuff around it.
I can hear every word in my fucking head.
Yeah.
Lost him.
Oh, yeah.
Ah,
Just coming up on the thing there.
fuck, I got heaps of shit. I'm fucking stoned from last night. Let's do a couple of videos today and a bit of work. Not keen, but doesn't matter. Yeah, did you see Cossack's video? Cossack's
Yeah, I watched it and then
They called him
I
up,
seen
mate.
yours,
Call him
and
up.
then I watched.
Call him
I
up and
watched-
say, you still looking for workers, Cossack? Give me a fucking job, cunt. I'm a YouTuber, mate. I can tell lies.
I think he's only talking about Sydney area.
Yeah. Nah. He's just
Compost is actually enough. Needed less. 1 cube. Monty's.
some compost is too strong, too powerful.
Compost.
I made my own compost and used it, and it was a little bit too early. Like it had to be broken down more and had more time to, do what I had to do. And it wasn't the best on the plants. It killed some of my plants.
Thanks for tuning in. Oh, what's going on here? The real Bong Julio. How are you, mate?
G'day, Bong. How are you, Julio?
No, pulling my compost. They love it. Says Oz. Julio. Later, PTP.
So I'm talking to this cannabis. I'm on this cannabis website called Cannabuzz, and the fuckers, because I keep going every time I start an account there, it goes for about a year, and I start getting heaps of followers, and then the fuckers cut me off. Like they just, I can't get my account anymore. And meanwhile, I'm still getting notifications. So somebody's, I'm getting all these notifications, but I can't log in. So I know what it is. It's the application owners. They're fuckwits. So I'm going to do a rant about them later. I gave them warnings. It's been a week. I said, fix my account. I went to their website. I went to their page here. Sent them emails. I said, I'm not going to be very nice. You know, you have to do a video to get my profile. That, you know, 100 of those people from there come to my channel. You know, so it's important to keep that profile. I worked a year and a bit for that profile. The fuckers are. I know why they don't like my influence, because I say all the stuff I say. When I talk about organic, they want to continue going on their path and selling their friends nutrients business. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I do my own thing, say you can grow with water. They're like, what? You can't just grow with water. It doesn't. We will not grow with water. You've got to feed it. That's when I start like talking down to that person. When a person says you have to feed it, I'm like, look, no, you fucking don't. It will grow. You don't have to feed it. Probably should. It likes a good feed. It likes a good feed. Don't get me wrong, but you don't have to feed it. It's like saying you don't have to feed.
Thank you for the coffee, darling.
It grinds my gears.
Monty.
So I'm waiting for it in the mail today. It should arrive today, PTV. Right? I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, today.
Yeah, I think that's who we're talking about for sure, PTP.
Yeah.
I had to remove last night's stream because somebody mentioned a name in purchasing weed. Yeah, I removed that. I was ready to take it down right there and then. I was contemplating. I was like, should I just stop the stream right now? Like, don't seem to do that. They just like talk before they think what they're saying.
When that happened, the first thing that went through my head is, don't know how like they had the beep button on live TV.
Yeah. Well, that's gone. So I never intended to keep that anyway, but you know, still, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Boys will be boys.
Yeah, just not thinking. Foot and mouth disease, mate. Foot and mouth disease.
It could be interpreted as borrowed. Yeah, we just need a good lawyer. That's all.
He gifted it. That's the word you got to use. It gets past their legal terms.
Well,
you got to gift things.
Well, actually, the gifting is classified as supply.
No,
So
if
they
you
can still
swap,
get
it is. If you swap, but if you gift it, not apparently. They got me with that on the technicality 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's all about their discretion, the officer's discretion. And now it should be important to understand that each officer, in fact, has a discretion threshold. So they can say, okay, be on your way, don't do it again. Or they can book you. It should always give you the benefit of the doubt. And no recording, of course. No recording of the event. I never go near cops unless I'm drunk. When I'm drunk, I sort of like sticking my nose in to see who they're arresting and say, he's innocent. What did he do? What are you putting his head on the concrete for? Oh, he punched out that chick. No worries. Can I have a kick? Give me a kick. Come on, officer. Let's kick him together. I don't know. You never know. You see these stories on where people get chucked to the ground by the coppers, right? But you only see the beginning of where they get chucked. So the video starts and you see them get chucked to the ground. But you never see anything else what happens before. You never see these guys throw bricks or fire bombs at the cops or smashing windows. So they're smashing windows, right? They're getting recorded, right? They cut that part out where they smash the windows, right? And then the copper comes over and smashes them on the floor. And they say, well, that's inhumane. Or this is like, well, you just fucking smashed the window and acting violent and you got a stone in your hand. So smash you on the floor. But they only ever see one part, which is the copper. Not to say that it's clean because it's dirty. Can't do it the other way, but that's just human nature. But I never believe any of these things where people get chucked in. Like that old lady got chucked in the ground. They said she was an old lady, right? 65-year-old. She wasn't even that old, for one. Right? And she stood there with her hand up, not moving, like a brick wall, thinking that she could stop her cops from marching forward. They're not going to stop. They don't care about an old lady or a little kid, or they just march. March.
Yeah, that was what pissed me off, though. Cops are meant to de-escalate violence, not for cause it.
Not escalate. Yeah. Like, we can't expect anything from them. They work for the fucking corporations, not us. They're there to arrest us, right? Not get us off. The more they arrest us, the more money they create.
That's it. They've just become revenue raisers, right? That's all they are for the state now, revenue raisers.
I'm not defending them, but I'm definitely not going to attack them. That's what I'm saying. So, because they're the ones with the guns, and if you get shot in this country, it's going to be a copper that shoots you. Most likely. Pick your battle wisely. I don't go near them because I don't like them. Unless I'm drunk. I walk away, I see them across the road, but when I see them when I'm drunk, I'm like, oi, and I'm like, fucking hooked. You know you're going down the wrong path here. I know that I'm going to cause shit. I'm going to claim innocence. But I'm sitting there poking smart ass shit at the cops. Now, if you poke smart ass shit at someone regularly, they're going to do the same thing. And a cop is just a person. We seem to think that they should have these extra morals, but they're just hiring people to fill these roles. The coppers are just people they hire to fill roles. They're not like gods. They don't have these powers of above human feelings. They don't have any of that. They're just human. They're not. So people are looking at coppers as if they should be gods. They should have this hierarchy of powers that won't let them do bad things, but they don't. That's never going to happen. No cop is ever going to be this image of what we expect as a cop should be. Ever. It's a pipe dream. It's not understanding reality of them. They're just a person, and they're some of them are dumb. No, they're dumb. You know, they can't move 10 bricks in 2 meters apart. But they got the authority to do that. But they are people. I don't defend them. I defend them as humanity, humans. It should be important, to understand. Not all cops are bad. They're all cunts. They're not bad, man. They're humans. You spit on them,
Power
they're going to
corrupts.
spit.
Corporate or
Absolutely.
government.
Absolute power corrupts always.
If they had the law of assault, right? So a copper is not allowed to assault anyone. Period. Ever. All right, that should be a law. It should be a law that a copper has no right to land his hands on a person until they have determined they're arrested or they are hurting another person. Not threatening. I could say "fuck you" to a cop. He can't come up to me and fucking throw me on the ground for that. That kind of thing. That's corrupt. That's corrupt. But if I smack a cop in the mouth, if I punch him in the mouth, he's going to punch me back.
For sure.
And somebody complains, he said, "Oh, the coppers shouldn't be doing that." I say, "Well, you should act like a cunt. Go spit in the copper's face. Hide. You hide from the coppers. Everyone should know that."
Agreed.
You're
Richard, eh? But that's the thing. The power corrupts them, and then like, they get all the power in the world, and they're like, it's up to them to use their discretion to use it, and that power corrupts them.
Yeah, and they don't use
Absolute
that
power corrupts.
discretion.
Absolutely.
They're never using the discretion on people like us. They're real innocent, because we're a lot more innocent than the coppers.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, I grew up with nasty, tough family. Like, I had bikers and truckers and gangsters, young teens running around. Like, my mum would take in fucking strays and that, and all of them got arrested, been raided. My family and coppers. I was always taught, just stay away. Don't go near them. Don't wave your hands at them and say, "I'm over here." Just
Yeah.
I don't understand where people get their information and cops, and you can't challenge them. They're above the law. They are the law.
The best thing about it now is they've all got them fucking stupid little body cameras on them, so they're going to be incriminating themselves just as much now.
Yeah. I think we should have body cameras for clubbing and that. So you go to the city, right? For a person like you and me, we go to the city, we have a body cam that records the night. Right there, the coppers have. So automatically they see the body cam. And they're gonna automatically, no, we don't want to, we make sure if that person's doing the wrong thing, we're going to make sure that he is. Because he's got a camera that can prove himself right or wrong. So we need the cameras. We need the cameras on our body to protect ourselves from them and their false accusations of saying we've done a crime or an act that deserves to be sent to court. Because cops shouldn't be able to just go, "All right, you did this, we're going to send you to court. No questions asked. Here's your thing. We'll see you on court on Wednesday." And nothing. You've got no way to defend yourself because the cops already given you your form, as if the authority is. But all you really... Hear that?
Shut your mouth and walk away.
Some thundercat cracking here.
Thunder. It sprinkled a bit last night.
PTP said it was thunder and lightning and raining there.
It's not raining here, but it's thunder. Thunder. There you go.
Got a few.
Oh, when you see cars, shut your mouth and walk the other way. That's what my dad always said. Just walk the other way, go the other direction. Don't yell out. Don't look like start walking like this, like a gangster side to side. Like, put your cap on, with a skateboard, escape past the cop, like no helmet. Yo, cowabunga.
What the sun's gone. What the sun's
I think we've
gone.
been looking at it the wrong way, really. Coppers. Look. Coppers the wrong way. We always have.
I can't help if I see coppers doing shit to people and that. I thought just try and enforce their power and that because they can. I can't stop it. I can't help but to stop and give a little bit of a mouthful off for it. I know I shouldn't, and I know I'm picking fights that I can't win most of the time.
But you're not going to sit there and wait for them to come to you. You're not going to go rah, and then wait for them when they come to you. Start.
Don't take one step towards me. I'm off on the new wave. Of times I can de-escalate it myself.
Let's not freeze up, bro. See, that's when I freeze up. When they're walking towards me, I freeze up. I'm like, shit, should I run? If I run, they're going to get me. They're going to get me. What have I done? Should have just said nothing. Nah, Hook. You done the right thing in my mind. I got the good guy on this shoulder, and I got the bad guy on this shoulder, talking to my ear. Tell him to get fucked, Hook.
But like all they can really do when they come up to you is like, oh, don't fucking get in our way and move along, man. As long as you do that, mate, they can't arrest you. You can go off a few times and get away with it.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I've seen 2 cops beaten.
I had a visit from the cops the other day, actually, last week.
And one guy walked up and said, "What the fuck do you think you're doing?"
That would have ended well, PPP.
1 sec.
Don't tell you. Clean the bong, Hook.
Yeah, mate. Right, this side, this thing here, I clean that at the same time, but fucking beautiful. I love a clean bong, man. You know, when I first started using YouTube, I was using nothing but plastic bongs. Just smoking out of plastic. I saw Yay One's channel. I was like, fuck, man. Can't be using plastic bongs. Look around all the channels. Everyone's using these nice pieces. Like, I can't be stepping on YouTube using a pop-top bottle. Even though they are the best. Pop-top bottle is the best, by the way. Definitely. A hose in the top of the pop-top, right? Take the white thing off the pop, put a hose in. It's fucking beautiful. And to sink bongs. The smaller the bong, the easier to sink.
So I love springers. Like if I'm going to make a homemade one, I'll make a springer. Spring Valley bottle. And the Spring Valley bottle and the tube on top.
Yeah.
Worst part is boiling the tube for 10 minutes to get him soft enough to work over the fucking the glass.
I often use a cigarette. I'll burn a cigarette and I put the cigarette on it just to burn that perfect hole.
Yep.
And slowly try to work around them. It's just not mutating the bottle. That's one thing that I hate. It's mutating the bottle so that you can't get your pipe in.
Yep.
Burning it up. Hey guys, want to know a small fact?
Might not be anymore. Might be Geordie 236.
Cannabis seeds react to the sulfur in the air during thunderstorms. It's good to plant also seeds during that time because there's electricity and sulfur in the air caused by the lightning and the thunderstorms. Yeah. So lightning has a reaction on cannabis because of the sulfur. Yeah, very good for your plant.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Oh shit, now I got the chat covered. I was on PDP, so I was on lightning burns the air. Creates ozone. Oh.
Yes, it does.
Interesting. Lightning burns the air and creates ozone. That's interesting. Aerosol. It's been banned for like 20 years, I think, in this country.
What's that?
Aerosol. Stuff they used to put in bottles to make it gassy, like a spray can. They used to use aerosol, and aerosol it degrades the ozone layer because it lifts up, and it's like acidic. So They had to outlaw it. They found that that's the reason the ozone hole was there. But there's also some tests, nuclear tests from Australia in a place called Maralinga. They tested the most powerful bombs on the planet there. But these bombs are like inhumane bombs. They are banned to be used anywhere, the country, and any planet. Like just atrocious weapons. So they detonated these above Australia, down below and above. And then the ozone layer appeared. And they blamed aerosol, which maybe, yes, aerosol was a reason. But I would say nuclear tests at the edge of space, it's not a good idea as well.
Definitely.
A lot of those radiation winds blew crap to Queensland from those tests at Maralinga and stuff. They also bombed an island off Western Australia a few times as well.
McDonald, was it McDonald Islands?
Not sure what the name is.
Like way out west, lower west.
Yeah, way. Yeah, long way west of the island.
No civilians allowed to go there.
Yeah, you're not allowed still.
Yeah, well, those tests, it's not easy to see those tests. To find those tests, they're not nuclear tests that they did. They're not easy for us to find as Australians. If we were somewhere else, that information would be obtainable a lot easier. But if you talk to some Aboriginal people from up there, they'll tell you. They know. They've all got sicknesses now like dialysis, even though some haven't used. They're not all alcoholics, you know, up there. But alcohol sick. But a lot of it was caused also by the tests from Maralinga. Poison in the air, and the dust clouds all over the place. And the government acts like there was nobody there, but there was. They just shifted them out, but people came back later. It was their home.
They tried to. They're not sure whether they got them all, though. I've seen a film where they rounded up the last 5 ladies that they thought were out there, and those ladies all in their story admit that their men were off on walkabout hunting trip, and they weren't rounded up. They never ever seen them again. Because they're liars and hid just so they could bomb it and test. That shits me off. They're actually shocked to find them out there, actually. They thought it was completely deserted, wasn't anybody out there anymore. Right? And then when they come across the ladies, they were shocked. And there was like 3 little kids with them. Found their footprints because they were walking out onto a salt pan. There was a native, not a native thing, water come bubbling to the surface in the middle, like fresh water was bubbling to the surface in the middle of this salt plain, and they could track their feet walking out. And the old lady had already drawn drawings in there because it was known as sacred site to try and cause some magic to scare the white man away. Believe it or not, she did it. That was the biggest rainstorm that they'd ever had. Hence why they were able to track them afterwards.
Governments have done, and people still tolerate them.
Yeah, I don't think it's tolerate. I think it's entrapment. I never agreed to no government. I fucking like this rule of. For me, I just want to take. If I can take this guy's apple peacefully, if I can say, look, there's a big guy. I've got an apple. There's a guy that's bigger than me. He takes my apple. He says, "This is now my apple," but he's not being violent. He's just saying, "This is my apple. I'm bigger. I get it." Right? I should. He's not being violent. Violence is me retaliating to him with violence. Right? So that doesn't mean, of course, we can get armies and invade countries to say we've got a bigger army. You know, because those kind of groups should be banned. Should be against the law. You know, but we have to embrace the reality that some people we can't just say whatever we want to some people. If they're bigger and stronger than us, we should be wise about what we say to them. Simple. You know, it's not a matter
Until
of
they turn their back and hit them over the head with a stick.
yeah. It's not about class. It's about if you want to be a mouthy cunt and this cunt can come over and give you a flogging, you shouldn't be able to talk about him. Serious. Like, you shouldn't be able to talk if you can't hold your own one-on-one with that person, right? So if you and I have an argument, right, it should go right down to the point where we get in the ring and have a fight, and then that's it, and it's done. You know, and then one of us wins, and another of us doesn't really talk shit like that anymore. That's it. But the government, we don't like this physical confrontation because it's violence. Only they're doing violence with their voice, their mouth. They're going all of this violence shit, all these words. They're saying, "Oh, it's fine for me to say it's not violent," but it invokes violence. It brings the feeling of violence. You know, but they don't like it. So politicians say all of this stuff, whatever they want. They should be prepared to be able to get in the ring and have a fucking punch on. I think if you can't actually, let me put it in an easy way to say it. People who are lifting more, doing all of the heavy lifting, all of the labor, should get paid more than people sitting in an office. Somebody sitting in an office should be getting paid like $15 an hour. Somebody in a truck, somebody in a factory should be getting $40 to $50 an hour, because it's always men doing all that work. It's always men moving 100 kilos, every hour, while the woman moves 40 kilos and wants the same wage, and expects the men not to get pissed off because she's getting in the way, tripping over shit. And I don't know. Maybe I'm a sick bastard. I'm a sick bastard. I don't know. This modern world's not for me. Does anyone secretly pray for a big asteroid, right, to wipe out everyone and just leave our region? And I could be the one. I could run humanity easy. No worries. It's just all these bad people in my way.
Probably could do it without an asteroid.
Yeah, I don't know.
I reckon that, like, too big a one, she envelops the whole globe, blocks out the sun with the bloody dust that it throws up.
Yeah. Or solar flare. Solar flare could just wipe us out and no worries. Just we're all dry. It dries all the water out. Just boils everything, turns to steam. Everyone cooks. Just like that at any time. You know?
Maybe just a big earthquake somewhere where it explodes. Or a volcano, something like that. Sends a light tidal wave across half the globe, but leaves our half alone.
That might be the problem, though. Fairness, because things aren't going to be fair. You see, as much as we'd like it, I mean, we'd like fair rules and laws, but as I said, it's not fair when the big guy comes and takes your apple peacefully. But the moment we start striking out at him, getting angry, we're the violent ones. See, the guys are saying, well, I'm big, I'm going to take the apple. Peacefully, no harm.
That's still a form of violence. It's still intimidation, mate. It's still a form of violence.
Yeah. The thing is, there was a time...
Just wait for the big guy to turn his back and then go whack and take your apple.
Yeah.
Back.
But there was a time, and there is now, where in the animal kingdom, the biggest lion wins. They've stopped that within the human way. Okay, they've broken down the part where there was a natural human alpha. All right, they want to break down the alpha. I don't want that. I want there to be alpha males in the society. I want there to be tougher cats than me, and weaker people than me. I don't want them to take the alpha out of man, because that's the most important thing. There should be an alpha man. There should be a man that says, you can't fuck with that man because he's going to crush you. He'll take your apple. You go into jail. That's what the reality of life is like. That's the real truth.
It is.
Right.
Hey, I missed fucking hell. Look at my fucking eye. Johnny Howard getting out of control. I missed a bit of that, but it's only peaceful if you let him take the apple hook. You know that, right? I don't care how big you are, you're not having my fucking apple without a fight.
Yeah.
So then it's violence.
Yeah, no, because yes, but it's only violent in the reaction. I mean, we could be cunning enough to say, fine, you can take that
Okay.
apple.
See, what if you
Because
put your
we've got
apple
a
in your
whole farm.
pocket or just cuddle up to your apple? Then he has to use violence to get it off you.
Yeah.
The only way you hand it over is if you're so meek that you don't want anything to do with what's about to happen. You don't want
Well,
to
the
defend
chances
your apple.
are, the chances are that person has an apple tree in his yard anyway. So he owns all the apples.
Well, if you got 2 apples, you might as well just give him one. Save yourself the trouble.
Yes, precisely. So that's my
If
point.
you've got one, you may as well give him half just to keep him on your side so you can go take an apple off someone else with both of it.
Fuck that.
But my point is, the big guy looks so guilty. Big guy looks so wrong for taking that apple. But little do we know, that's the first apple he's got to eat all year. And he took it off a guy who has a whole tree full of apples. You know, and that's what it comes down to in the end. It's like, okay, it does sound violent. Like, nah, mate, you're being violent by stopping me from eating that apple on that tree. I should be freely be able to go to that apple tree and take a piece of fruit off of that tree, rather than having to go to another person to take it, because that person has this authority of you can't do violence or rules or whatever else. Only the form of violence for me is violently hiding that apple tree in the backyard or in a place where nobody can get it but the person who planted that tree. Says, I own all those apples. They're my apples.
I get what you're saying there. Yeah, entirely. It's like locking up a resource and keeping it for himself. You know, like look what billionaires do.
And then he wonder why he gets robbed.
No, here's something that got me. I pick on a lot of billionaires because they pay fuck all to people for their job, right? They don't pay living wages, hardly any of them. So I pick on them a lot because I believe everyone should have only one job. You don't need 3 jobs to pay rent. You don't need 2 jobs to pay rent. You should only have one job. But fucking Elon Musk, I've got this thing. I like what he does, but he's a billionaire. So I don't know how to think about him.
He's
like, he's a billionaire.
He's a scam.
But he's doing
Scam.
stuff.
I don't like the way he can manipulate Bitcoin and that. Like
that is
with
a
a
bit
tweet,
weird.
mate. He sends it up and down big time, mate. With just a
By
tweet.
50 grand. Yeah, like by 50 grand, like half the price of Bitcoin disappeared. I doubled my money in that, bro. Doubled it. Hey, you got a Zaya mug?
No, not yet.
No
Zaya mug yet. Just still my dad, mate.
Yeah, I doubled down a little bit my money in that crash.
Yep.
And I didn't plan to. I just put money in there to buy something. Forgot to buy the thing, and then looked at it the other day, and I got like fucking a bit more than double my money. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah. Right.
I'm a sucker for like space stuff and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because he does that sort of stuff, I don't know. I guess that's why I don't pick on him as much as I pick on like Bezos, and even though Bezos flew the cock rocket, but still.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is nothing but a scam. He's a brand. His face is nothing but a money revenue making thing. Everything he claims are living on another planet. All these things that are viably unable to happen. Like these people have humans believing in the possibilities of mankind, which do not exist. That absolutely cannot exist. There's no proof to say that we can do anything. For example, living on the moon or Mars. Ever, never, not ever, in any, we couldn't create anything to be able to live there sustainably. Ever. Not with any technology that exists throughout the universe, could we ever change Mars?
Sustainably.
We can. We can terraform. We can't.
You're not going to have Kit Kats and Maccas. Yeah, stuff like that. But you're going to have water and air. Like it's going to be a
Lot of it.
meager existence for anyone who goes there. It's not
Oh,
like
mate.
there's going to be a whole heap of shit for them to have. It's just whatever they took and whatever they can make. So yeah, it's going to be a very meager existence, but they could probably exist. The worst thing is a magnetic field. So I seen some shit though. They were saying that if they build a magnet in space 1 kilometer long, they can sit it in orbit and it'll create a magnetic field around Mars.
Sorry, man.
Yes.
So I didn't know they could do that. Because one of the biggest challenges is the radiation on Mars because of the lack of magnetic field.
Also, the fact that it's 200 below zero.
Oh yeah, it's like
Constantly.
Antarctica. Like
The ground is
worst time.
Yeah, Antarctica's warm. All right, compared to that, so we can't even live on Antarctica. But there are, I suppose, terraforming. Just the concept of terraforming a planet, let alone like an area, like a desert. These realities about what humans believe we can achieve. So therefore, we invest heavily into Elon Musk and his electricity. And the only thing he's got going for him is the electricity. That's what he's making. But all the other stuff is fake promise. Because it can't. We should know what we can and can't do for observation by understanding the basics of But then they go, oh, we can actually change that. We can actually live there. To be like, wow, really? Yeah. All we need is a lot of money to build the spaceship. If you give me $10, I'll put it in to build the spaceship for you. That's Elon Musk, and he does. And everyone's like, oh, really? So everyone's giving him $10 to build this big spaceship. Right, and the reality is, at the end of it, the big plan is, it was pretty far-fetched. So it fell through. We've spent all the money on the testing. Thanks for being a part of this. We can't go to the moon. We can't go to Mars. And therefore, everyone's lost their money. All of the money's been siphoned into already the rich people, like Musk and whoever else. I don't trust them. They think the problem is serious. There are people that think they're smarter than everybody else. People think, we look up to people like who's that guy in the wheelchair who had the genius
Hawking.
guy, Hawking, right? Everyone's looking around Hawking. They're sitting down this guy in a wheelchair, right? He can't even speak or walk, and he's talking from a robot. And everyone's listening to him every word like he's God. Like whatever this guy says is true. I'm like, the guy's a fucking vegetable. Are you serious?
Right.
I might as well just put a fucking voice on a dog, right? Give that little talking thing he's got to a dog, and we'll listen to that fucking dog, right? Because he will be whatever. I don't know. Like Stephen Hawking, he's a smart guy, but people standing around him like he's some sort of messiah and he's in a fucking wheelchair. Who's to know that's even him talking? Who's to know that that's him saying that? He's just sitting there. He can't go, oh, it's not me. They're tricking me. Somebody else is doing it. That's not what I said. That's not what I said. Kind of thing. It's so easy for people to get caught up with individuals like Stephen Hawking, like Einstein, not realizing that they're equally as intelligent and have the potential, but they're made to feel stupid, to believe they're stupid, because others are always made to look like superstars. And
Hey, bro.
fuck Stephen Hawking. G'day.
That's very good.
Yeah. One thing I like about some people who are considered smart is when they say that they're wrong a lot and they're not as smart as people think they are, and that their education
They know it.
halted at a low level, and they got their smarts through living life rather than being told whatever them was. That's that's the people I don't mind, like.
Yeah.
They tend to be a bit more modest, and they're not going to fucking try and tell you what is, because they know that they can be wrong. Like.
What's that?
They know that.
He worked on the bomb and that, but then sort of become like
Oppenheimer?
yeah. No, not Oppenheimer. The Wonderful Mr. Feynman or something. He wrote a book and that. I think his last name Feynman, for sure it is.
Yeah,
he worked
that's
with
right.
Oppenheimer in World War II, and then afterwards and that, he went lecturing at other colleges and stuff and teaching through universities and stuff, and released a whole heap of books. Oppenheimer got ruined, right? Them bastards ruined him.
Bro, that I you can see the change in him. Like you watch the docos when they're going towards the goal, everyone's all fucking chipper and shit, smiles and everything, partying, barbecues and shit after work. Then they let that bomb off, and he realizes what it can do and what he's done to mankind.
Yeah,
and he felt that weight all on himself.
Yeah,
he put all that hurt on himself. He's like, I fucked up the whole world. That was me. And every photo or any interview of him after it, you could just see in his eyes. It was like he was dead inside. It was like he was crushed.
They tried to ruin him, take his bloody top clearance, all his clearances away, because they tried to make him out as a traitor because he was like anti-traitor. Yeah, they did. They ruined him.
Political shit is so fucked up, man. Trying to get people to take sides and make someone fucking hate someone else.
Not until after he died did they fucking reverse what they did to him later in his life. Knowing what they were doing to him wasn't true as well. It was just a political agenda.
And that's a attainable goal, a realistic thing for someone to try and achieve in their country. Like everyone's like, yeah, go for it. Like, how is that a thing? Like,
yeah, is it okay to politically or character assassinate someone else, right, just to get your own political gain?
That's what I learned from the game.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from that game. A lot of politics, a lot of tricks used in politics. From that game, I learned all of that in the game and how it works. And it's such a reality check to know how people work like that. Or particularly in politics. And army is the same thing. It's the same with war, really. You have to lie. You get ahead, you've got to lie. You've got to lie to the opposition. You've got to make them think like chess. The game of chess. Bluffing. Yeah, and you know what? Humiliation and lies are part of the thing. Politics. Lies and accusations, false accusations. Manipulations. Twisting of words.
That was the first thing yesterday when I logged on that game. I was like, straight away in world chat, like, this game hasn't changed at all.
Yeah. What one was it? Was it the old game or the new one?
The old game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost never log on there. Yeah, I do once in a while. I only got to 20 bill on that. And I sort of got a bit of a name. I say for like, I wasn't even there for that long. And I started on server 49 there. So all you cats were already around. And on the new one, I started on server 1.
Yeah.
So
I remember
I had to start
on the new one with you.
So, yeah, no, I had fucking... But yeah, I was pissed off with the Aussies. And there was always that other chick that was playing. And she was... I don't know. I actually thought it was you. I didn't want to bunch. There's a chick named Sasha. Fuck, she was a tough bitch. She's a fucking tough girl. Tough dude. I always thought it was you anyway.
No, so some dude up in Sydney. Apparently he's a tranny. He used to be ex-Defence Force from what I spoke to him about. Right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was a tranny, a dude. And, but I never knew that. So I was just assuming. But it's a part of the game. And that person was smart. See, Sasha was smart.
Yeah.
Clever.
I think they were in Canberra, actually, somewhere. They still work somewhere in defence, but maybe in Canberra, I'm pretty sure.
So, yeah,
never knew anything for sure, though. Just from...
Yeah, that's the thing. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. Never know.
I went to WhatsApp, and there's already an account saying that they were hooked. And I scroll up, and they've been talking for months. I was like, dude, that's not me. You know, you're not talking to me. Who the fuck are you talking to? No wonder why people send me messages and ask me questions about shit I don't know nothing about, because the Arabs or the Asians hijack your name, all right, and they start lying and fucking around and giving you access. It's like, to account. It's like, fuck, I just gave the access to an account to a liar who said it was you. And then it's
I
gone.
confronted every account I ever found that tried to steal my name. I'm like, hey, you've got my name. I'm going to get you and make you quit.
And there's more hooks in that game, I swear, on every server. And the OG hook, the real hook. Like, what the fuck? And some of them, I'll tell you, they are me. Some of them are me. But I'm saying it's me, I'm hooked. And people know it's me because I'm always a jackass on World Chat. Someone's like, how are you? You know, I'm like, fuck you for no reason. I'm like, fuck off, you jackass. I'm not your friend to some strange cunt.
Yeah.
But that's why I had no friends in that game. I only had my own friends that helped me, or the Indians who like free recharge. $5 a week.
I'd be friends with people if I could keep them at a distance and I couldn't get it. If they weren't out, if they asked me anything like, if they wanted access to anything like that, now I'd just straight away suspicious.
I get asked every day for my account. If you're not using the account, trust me. I'll do it. I'll be right. Nah. You're not
the
fucking.
hate mail I had yesterday, the hate mail in the PMs from whatever Horace is doing with my account.
Oh, Horace, I remember that guy. I remember that dude. Are you Mad Mike on the other one? Mad Mike on the. I've sent messages, but I never spoke to you on the new game.
No,
I thought that was you because I don't know who. Or
I don't think so. Maybe I don't know. I did have two different. I'm not sure on the new one. I hadn't got on there because Ron chased me to that new one.
I chased Ron off.
You remember
I
Ron
chased
Mexico?
Ron off. Yeah, Ron Mexico. I chased him up. I killed his Legion, NWO. I smashed him, and then I absorbed his Legion, took all of his players, and then covered his Legion up, and then hijacked his shit. Get the fuck out of here, Ron. Ron Mexico.
He followed me from that old game from PFL, mate. Just come there. Right?
Yeah, they still play hardcore. His name's Kraken. Kraken. They're all millionaires. All those people are spending millions of dollars on that game.
I don't know how they run so many different accounts and spend on every single one of them. Right?
I fucking I just turned to nasty. Nasty is like, fuck this. This is a dog. This is a war, mate. Right, dude. I don't know if you know. There was a war with D's Nuts was there. Everyone was there, right? On the second game. Everyone. I booted everyone out of my Legion. I said, you fucked. You're all dead. I'm killing you all. And you know what I'm like. I said, you're dead. And as soon as I got them, they're dead. Right? And I'd set people up. But I won war. It was me against all of the servers. All right? 30 servers against me. And I was just like smashing them. I had it all preset. Doesn't matter what I was going to spend. If I spent $10,000 on that one day, they were dead. There was nothing that was going to stop me. That's how serious I was. And I had stacks stacked up. All right. And I was like, you're dead. You're all fucked. And I did. And I won kings alone. I won the king, the gold crown, the silver crown, and the bronze.
Yeah.
So, and what I was doing is I was just putting all BBs there, letting people. So I sacrificed. I was willing to sacrifice 10 G's just to win that. I ended up spending about $10 to win it. And that's when I quit. And that was server 1. And then I came to fucking here to YouTube. That game
is 3 years on YouTube just watching. Watching shit on YouTube. Took about 2 minutes for people to PM me to ask me if I got active again. They'd want me back on their team straight away. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to leave the account with him. I can't be bothered.
Yeah. Indeed. Anyways, we're going to have a show about this on our own channels. We'll take over Zaya's channel. Start talking about it. They have no idea what we're talking about. I'm sure they're working it out. PTP's pretty in on it. He knows all about it.
I know the game. It's all entertaining to me, bro.
Yeah, no, it's like more on it. But yeah, I don't know, just really talking about
It's
Good
online
game.
games. Pay to play.
Like-
Yeah, I
Get
know
the
what you're
game
talking about. Just not the. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen the game or anything. That's why I can't picture it.
All
Look,
game
we'll
is
give her an
ruined now anyway. Game, so you don't want to get into it. Fucking
bit dead, is it?
Yeah, we killed
yeah,
it.
guys,
Us Aussies
like
just
being
killed
able
it.
to pay for little things like what do they call them?
No, I don't know.
Card
Recharge.
games or something like that. You just buy them. It just the more money you got, the more power you have. You can never match someone who's got more money. It's
Money
like
is
grinding
money.
away to unlock. I like games where you grind away to unlock things.
Yeah.
And now you
Yeah.
don't grind anymore.
Your skills,
That's what puts me on.
you learning the game and becoming skillful at the game let you obtain new things. That's how it should be. Because then
Yeah.
the best players are at the top where they are meant to be. Not
Yeah.
the guy who spent the most
Yeah, with
money.
skill. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what pissed me off about the game. And that people were bullying people because they had money. I was like, that's
Yeah.
fucked, man. They're just like, and they're dictating. So they have, you join their legion or die. Join or die.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't like that. So I was like, okay, I got money too, son. So I just threw a spanner in the works and said, fuck you all. And they're like, oh, join my legion, join my legion. Like, fuck you, join my legion, you fuckhead. I don't work with you, you cunt. I don't know, who the fuck you are? And like, you're dead. They go, you're dead. I don't like you. And they start trying that with me, and they did. And then right to the point where they couldn't get, and then they hack you. The Russians hack you, the Asians hack you, and they get into your shit. And you start losing money. And it's not a joke anymore. When you start losing money, yeah. But what we did learn though, what I learned from that game is everything that I brought to YouTube, the confidence to believe in what you know is right. Do the right thing. It's not hard to tell the difference of right or wrong. And even though it's a game, we've got nothing to lose. So doing the right thing is a good learning curve. Because it's not always easy to do the right thing in life specifically. But I found the game was just a game.
It's most of the time the right thing is always harder to do. It's another excuse people use to take, like the easier way.
Yeah, and I found in the game, playing that game, that I could do the right thing and never be punished, and I could do the wrong thing and get the same reaction. It was the same path, so it was an opportunity for me to go by what I believed in, because it was just a game, but there was so much reality to that game, learning stuff that I brought to YouTube, is that it's believe in yourself, stand for what you believe in, and we don't need to be violent and angry to have our say. It's always an intelligent way to say anything we want to say. You know?
Yeah. Words are always better to get your point across. Like that's last resort. Not first option. This always should be last option. Not first.
Yeah.
Like, talk.
There's no talking with the far left nowadays, though. Right? They just start reverting to calling and labelling people nowadays so they can shut the conversation down.
Look,
that's like calling you liberal or Labour, left wing or right wing.
We can do something with the system, within the system, but a lot of people are trying to tell me that it can't be done. The system just needs to be removed. There's no way to change the system from within the system because the system has built safeguards to protect itself.
Yeah.
I don't know. You think a shit ton of people just saying no would be enough to change it? But some people reckon, no, it won't happen. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out though, because shit seems to be coming to a head. I watched something yesterday during the pandemic in America, right? Fucking a shit ton of people left work. They never went back. They quit.
Yeah.
They went, I don't want your shitty money. You're paying me fuck all. I have to have 2 more jobs. Take your job and
Brand did a thing on that. I was watching.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching his channel last few months.
Yeah, same.
Getting pretty caught up in the shit that he's
Did you see his video this morning?
Was that mate?
He put out a video this morning.
Yeah,
I seen
I
your vid. dropped some likes on anyone else in the fam who dropped dropped anything, and then I seen Zaya and jumped on.
I did the same thing, actually.
Pack one more billion away gang. So, I like the lightning and thunder as well. So I'm going to get out there and get a bit of that into me, a bit of those nutrients, a bit of those vitamins.
I've got to do the same, actually. I've got to go work on sheep. I'm hoping to get there before it rains too heavy and they're wet.
I'm going to wait for a break, and I'm going to run out and dump all that shit, break it out, and then hope it rains again.
My battery's dead, bros. Battery's dead. Come on.
Later, mate.
Battery's dead.
Cheers, all. Cheers,
Let me
bro.
know. Catch you all.
Yeah, so I'll try and get it to rain in so I don't have to turn it in so much.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do the same. I did that last week when we got that rain around a few trees, actually, then.
8-day rain forecast I just got.
Yeah?
8 days of rain.
Yeah,
what the
really?
fuck? Yeah.
I didn't think we were looking for that.
Yeah, I thought it was over. I thought a few sporadic ones here and there, but
Yep.
overall creeping to a bit better weather. And
Yep.
then, yeah, storm warnings, wind warnings, fucking
Awesome.
work.
Awesome. I've been ignoring the weather, thinking it was just going to get hot from here out. With maybe a couple of days rain here and there, but it's always just going to last a day at the most.
And they can handle a day, but they can't handle a week of being thrashed around and fucking wet. They won't like it. So I'll leave them inside. Fuck it. I'll just wait another week.
Yep. Yeah, I've done the same. I was actually thinking about with me because I've got one probably that's about 4 foot. Right. I was thinking I might leave that until probably sort of towards the end of the season, actually, and just put it out there for the stretch and finish.
It's already 4 foot.
Yeah.
You could probably put everything else out there. Are you running tents during the outdoor?
I don't know whether it'll probably get. I hope it won't get too hot this year because I reckon it's La Nina, so it's going to be a mild summer. So hopefully.
Because if you're going to run a tent, maybe keep the 4 footer in, put everything out, turn that 4 footer in another half to foot, and then you'll have one finish up before you're outdoor, so you got something to harvest in between.
Yep. Yeah, that would be good. I've got 16 babies. Well, that should be all rooted up by now too. And the other 5 seedlings or whatever as well. So I've got a bit, 16 clones to go out.
Nice. I got, I don't know, probably 12 to 14, something like that.
Yep. Nice. The flies are definitely liking this weather. I've noticed in the last 2 days, flies are coming from nowhere.
On the hot days, I had a few under the Begola trying to hide, but yeah, today, nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not raining here yet, so we've still got a few flies buzzing around. And trying to come in the house, get in the house out of the heat.
Yeah, that's why they hide under the fucking Begola. They find a spot.
Yeah, just do little circles.
Yeah.
No. Can't leave the dog alone.
I'll probably head off here soon. I'm not too sure.
No problem.
Yeah, you're right, bro.
Few
Sorry,
things to do.
about the game on the show.
You're right. I just coming on here like we'll try to do one of these shows on the same topic sort of thing. I changed the name now, but like yeah, sort of don't go off topic type of thing. But yeah, I'll still do all these live streams every other day.
Yeah.
Just
No, I
one
reckon that'd be a good way to go,
put
Darth.
on a playlist.
Get on, do a weekly topic.
Yeah. Yeah, so I moved back to what's it? The Tigers Den. It's on Saturday. Because didn't get the times right on the day. So it'd be 3:30 and that'd be 10 o'clock for him. So
Yeah.
but good time. So yeah. Saturday at 3:30. Tigers Den.
Sure.
I was gonna do it Friday, but I'll be just as tired, so tomorrow, yeah. But I'll be just as tired, so I thought I'll do it Saturday and should be right. Don't have to do nothing. No rush then. But yeah, thanks for coming on, Les.
No worries.
Probably
Thanks, Darth.
just off here now. Have a good day. Cheers.